It's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. Woo! I just had to, I was trying to record this like a couple minutes ago and I choked to death. Couldn't do it. Can't choke through a show. Good thing I can just stop it and go on. It's not live. Thank God I'm not doing live radio. I would have just dropped dead. Didn't do anything fun this week. I can't tell you much. I did go see a Taylor Swift tribute band, Eras. Not that good. It was okay. A bunch of 8-year-olds. They were giving away Taylor Swift friendship bracelets. I should have gone up and got one because mine broke. My Reputation bracelet broke in the bathroom that morning. I was very upset. That's my favorite Taylor Swift bracelet. Now I got to order another one at Amazon. Well, I can. It's tax-free weekend here in Massachusetts. So one of my stoppers went in my vanity. It's 10 years old. Instead of just buying a $10 stopper, I went and bought another like $1,000 vanity with a quartz countertop. You know, that's the way I do things. I don't know what to say. I kind of like buying stuff. So, you know, you had to get the faucet because, of course, that doesn't come with it. Then I look up and I'm like, the mirror won't go, so I'm going to have to get another mirror. And then above that are their lights that I don't like anymore. And I look at my shower. It's 10 years old. And I said, I want a rain shower. That's my man part coming out. I guess women don't like those things. I talked to a bunch of women. They're like, you can't clean yourself. I mean, I got my handheld. I usually just squirt myself all over the place with the handheld. I like standing under the rain. It's okay. All right. According to Forbes, 80% of Gen Z said they would marry an AI. Is this male Gen Z? Because this is not females. We do not want AI. I can assure you, I would not want to marry like something like that. I guess they have these apps that say, hey, how you doing? You look great. You know, stuff like that. I mean, that's a man thing that like their ego stroked. I wonder if there's any AI apps that abuse you. I'll download that one. 60-year-old, you know, that comes on to you, but in a, you know, abusive way. I kind of like that. I remember, it reminds me of one of my friends that I used to hang out with. I think I told this story like when I first did the show, like my very first show. One of my best friends, I just walk in his house. He lives like the Unabomber. I walk in and I'm going into his bedroom and I see a blonde woman laying on the bed and I thought they were going to have sex or something. So I ran out of there and he's like, no, you can come in. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I walk in and it's a blow-up doll. And it looked like Britney Spears. It had blonde hair, you know, like red lips, jeans. He dressed her. She had jeans on and a hole. A hole. You know where it was. Woo! Okay, I don't know about that. I don't think like I could get off on a blow-up doll. That's what I'm saying. It's a man thing. I don't understand. Okay. Woo. You never know with men. Help wanted. ICE agents. If you don't mind wearing a mask and throwing immigrants in the back of a van, there's a $50,000 signing bonus to join ICE. If you've recently been laid off, there's no age limit, no restrictions, infant to Alzheimer's patient. According to Boston.com, a Massachusetts woman facing tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills because she got a bat flew in her mouth on vacation. Thank God that didn't happen to me in Chatham. I don't know how many bats are hanging out in Chatham. She was in Arizona with her husband, and how can a bat fly in your mouth? First of all, like, how wide do you have to have your mouth open to have an entire bat fly in your mouth? I can't. How does that even happen? I guess she was screaming. How does a bat get in your mouth? She had to go to ER, of course. Her father was a doctor. She had to get a rabies shot. So she was uninsured. Now listen to this one. She's not a bum or anything. She was laid off. She didn't take Cobra because Cobra is like astronomically expensive. She's a biomedical engineer, so she's not like a loser or anything. So guess how much her bills were? $20,000, $749. So if she was here, if it was a Massachusetts bat, then she would have been on Mass Health. She's got GoFundMe now, so go help her out. Erica Kahn, not Erica Kane from All My Children. Erica Kahn. ABC News reported Denmark Zoo asked people to donate their small pets as food for their captive predators. Stevie, pack your bag. You're going in a lion's mouth. They're trying to soften the blow. Quote, for the sake of both animal welfare and professional integrity, and they gave assurance that their pets will be gently euthanized. by trained staff. This is real. I'm not lying to you. I mean, unbelievable. Yeah, your cats and your chihuahuas will, enjoy getting their heads bitten off by the lions. They're asking for guinea pigs, rabbits, and chickens for donations. What the F? What's going on in this world? Online, they have a wild cat with his teeth sticking out and his mouth wide open. Also, they said they like horses. Another zoo in Germany fed baboons to lions and tigers due to overcrowding. This is really... who's thinking of these things? Who's thinking that this is acceptable? Now they're getting death threats. Yeah, I don't think this is cool. They were moving their heads, hands, and feet. And of course, the zoo did a Trump, doubling down. Yeah, that you're doing something evil and then you say it's okay. Lonnie Anderson died at 79. We don't know how, but it says prolonged illness. I knew her publicist because he was a really nice guy, and I talked to him. And he got me all those older great actors, and she went on our show. She was very sweet. Also, I had her ex, Burt Reynolds, on. They had a bad breakup. He said she cheated on him. She spoke at his funeral, so she was pretty cool. I remember when they were together, and they asked her if she could cook, and he said, "If you look like this, you don't have to cook." True. President Trump was walking on the roof of the White House, fielding questions. That way he can't hear anything about Epstein. He still can't make it go away. I don't know. He'll get away with everything. The Democrats flew the state of Texas and to avoid redistricting. The FBI's searching for him now. He's gonna get his way. Everybody says, everybody gets it in the end. Not him. He gets away with murder. I'm going to see Stevie Nicks on October 25th in Hartford. The day after we got tickets, my friend bought them for me for my birthday. She broke her shoulder, so she canceled August and September. So Boston's got to be rescheduled, pushed out. Also, Brooklyn, Detroit, Florida. She'll probably be in a sling when I see her. Bravo finally put domestic violence hotline number on their on the TV when I was watching The Valley. That was all the heat they got from the Variety article. So this is part 2 of the reunion from The Valley. Girls sent disgusting texts that Jack sent. Brittany got them in her DMs. The therapist told them, "I can treat depression, I can treat bipolar, I can't treat narcissism." He's got it, that's for sure. Brittany said Jax would leave during dinner in the beginning of the relationship to go do coke in the bathroom. That's kind of gross. Like, he's in his 40s. And I was just watching Vanderpump Rules in earlier episodes, and nothing's going to beat this cast. They were so good, every one of them. And I'm going to be judgmental with this cast. I mean, now they're old and I don't even want to see them anymore. But back then, you cannot beat that show and how they were. People reported police came to Denise Richards' ex, Aaron Pfeiffer's home. She accused him of putting down one of her dogs. She's still walking around with a black eye, right? I guess he accused her of physical abuse. She's accusing him of putting down her pet. I'll tell you, if anybody that I was dating tried to kill one of my pets, they wouldn't have body parts. I'm crazy. If you kill an animal in front of me, and I just read this. A woman found a stray Labrador. This was in Wisconsin. And she brought him to, it was like a town council guy. I don't know what it was. The guy choked the dog in front of her. What are people on? I don't understand. And I'll tell you what. She said it happened too fast. Even after the dog died, I would have got out of my car. I got a good bottle of off. And then I would have kicked him when he was blind. Right? I'm telling you. Bad. Don't do that. Aaron reportedly has photos and texts proving she was having an affair. I could believe that because I think she slept with Brandy Glanville. According to Brandy, she did. So why get married when you're doing all this stuff, and why act like this? You love somebody. Why does it get to this level? Maybe I don't understand. I don't want to kill anybody. Maybe I've never been in love. I don't understand wanting to kill somebody. Maybe it's normal. According to Fortune, Tesla's poor stock performance has cut Elon's wealth by $80 billion. Well, that's a lot to lose. I mean, I'll never make that, but that's a lot to lose for him. The lesson here, stay away from Trump. I mean, anyone who gets near him is in jail, loses their wealth. I mean, he's bad news, man. Except for him. He's Teflon. Teflon Don. According to Business Insider, Sharon Stone and Mike Douglas did not get along. This was according to her. I didn't know this stuff. Before she was cast in Basic Instinct, she was an unknown. He didn't want her for the role. He was disparaging someone at some party somewhere. Someone that she knew. And she goes, Mr. Douglas, would you like to step outside? And they were hashing it out. And that probably fueled the good sex that they had on screen. I mean, if you watch the uncut version, you could see he's naked. I could see it. I mean, he's pretty. He looks like he's good in bed. Anyway, according to as.com, Psychology Today research says if you listen to the same song on repeat, you want nostalgia. Now, I do this all the time. Sometimes I'm driving to Connecticut and I have the same song going. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to learn it. I get a feeling from it. It's to relieve anxiety and, oh, this is definite, comfort after a breakup. I had to do that. Self-regulating your emotions helps us process sadness. Music makes me happy. The repetition helps us confront emotions and we're not overwhelmed. Yes. Everything we listen to, a song we love, the brain releases dopamine, that feel-good hormone. I love discovering new music. That's like an orgasm for me. I just love it, you know? And it's kind of like a new relationship. A new song is a new relationship. According to the Vessel, why you keep attracting the same type of person. Oh my, this is me. People who ghost. I didn't really, well, the last one. People who criticize. I didn't really deal with that. People who control. Yeah, but I want that. I don't mind attracting that. Energy suckers. No, I don't attract that. You're looking in the mirror. It's a relationship template shaped by your childhood. What love look. Yeah, I believe this. I'm into psychology. This is true. How your emotional needs were met, were handled, or not met. So why? Because it feels like home. It's normal. It's painful, but it's like your nervous system learns how to organize around it and it's accepted, I guess. I don't know. It's comforting even though it's painful. It's because we recognize it. People who get criticized attract critical partners. Someone who had inconsistent mom or dad attracts hot and cold lovers. Confusion roller coaster with hot passion. I like that. This is Dr. Nicole LaFera. How to Do the Work. I should get that book. Attraction is driven by unmet needs. No shit! We all try to work out our relationships from childhood in our present relationships. And it never gets worked out. But we keep trying. We attract people who mirror what we don't see or admit in ourselves. Yes, if you fear being abandoned, you might like people who are emotionally unpredictable. Yeah, I always think like people are going to leave me or they're going to die. That's the way I think about things. So I kind of make people leave me. That's my thing. You're trying to solve it, not because you're a masochist, but if you attract someone who builds walls, your own vulnerability feels unsafe. That's me. What you like feels normal, even if it's toxic. Ask yourself, what do I tolerate? Because it feels familiar, even if it's painful. What do I say to myself that I have to put up with in order to feel love? So I guess if you talk to yourself like this and work through it, maybe. So I've noticed like I've changed a lot. I mean, after I stopped smoking and all that, I did like somebody better. I wasn't attracted to the same type of people. And I've changed, and I kind of like what I go after. I think like my taste is getting better. I mean, I've always liked hot women, let's face it. But I think I've liked better women as I've gotten. Well, hurry up. I'm going to be 60 soon. So next time a woman asks to go on a date, I'm going to run like hell. No, sir. I'm just joking. So you ask for the lesson, right? Hopefully you recognize it and then you change and then you like some, maybe, I don't know, I keep trying. Maybe someday it'll be like perfect for me. We can all hope for that, right? All right, guys, that's it. Notice I didn't cough once. I got it all before. Got it all out before. If you could hear me choking, it was horrible. Subscribe to my podcast. It's free. TRIXXI'Podcast@gmail.com if you want to email me. I'm giving away hats and stuff. I see these people all the time, and I'm back in Manchester, and they're like, "You're back. I listened to your show." So I'm like, "I'll bring you a hat, all right?" Because I'm generous. I love you guys. All right, have a good week. Love you. Bye.